You have been saved. Follow me. You belong to me, he said. So I decided, okay.
Wow, he said he saw Jesus and Jesus asked him to follow him and that he had been saved. Anytime I see this kind of video footage showing people giving their testimonies on how they dreamt about Jesus or how they see Jesus physically telling them that they should follow him, that he is their Lord, he is Jesus, and so on. All this keeps on reminding me of the conversation between Satan and Allah in the verses of the Quran, like in Surah Al-Sad, Quran 38 verse 82, where Satan was saying to Allah that قَالَ فَبِعِزَّتِكَ لَأَغْوِيَنَّهُمْ أَجْمَعِينَ. Satan said to Allah that by your glory, I will certainly mislead them all. That means he will try to mislead everyone. It also reminds me of the verses in Surah Al-Hijr, Quran 15 verse 39, where Iblis, who was the leader of Satan, said to Allah that because you have put me in the wrong, I will lure mankind on earth and put them in the wrong. Iblis also continued in the next verse 40 by saying that accept your chosen servants among them. Then Allah replied to Iblis in the next verse, which is verse 41, by saying, this is the way binding on me. Then Allah continued in the next verse 42 that you will certainly have no authority over my servants except the deviant who followed you. And if you see this, you will notice that this is exactly what is happening. The deviants that follow Satan. And if you see the kind of people that used to say they see dream, they're the kind of people that don't know anything about Islam. In fact, there are people who are already lost and don't even know what they are doing in Islam. And if you observe them carefully, you will notice that they don't even like Islam even at the beginning. They always have doubt about Islam, and some of them are facing some trials from Allah. And due to the trials, they failed woefully. So Satan appeared to them and they easily followed Satan. And if you look at the next verse after this, which is verse 42, we will see what Allah said he is going to do with them. Allah said in verse 43 that, and surely hell is their destined place altogether. This is very surprising because how can you just see someone in your dream simply because he said he is Jesus, he's your savior, he has saved you and you should follow him. So you just believed him that he is Jesus. What if it's a jinn that took the face of someone from Israel or from any country and pretended to be Jesus? So how would you know if it's Jesus or not? Because I know you have never seen Jesus. You don't even know how he looks like. And if you're thinking that Jesus looks like the photo or the statue you used to see everywhere, that Christians portray him to be Jesus, if you think that he is Jesus, then you are very wrong, because no one had seen Jesus. They don't even know how he looks like. All those that lived during the time of Jesus are all dead, so no one knows how Jesus looks like. So even if Jesus comes by himself and say he is Jesus, you will still not know whether he is the one because you don't know him. He even said he is about to go for Hajj, but because of this dream he changed his mind and then he converted to Christianity. This is so absurd because Satan grabbed him at the moment when he wants to do a good work. You and I know that demons and jinns can take the face of someone. They can appear to you in face of other people or even your relatives. They can even appear to you or anyone in their dreams and pretend it to be someone whom you know. You can even see your relative chasing you with a weapon, trying to kill you or even throw you from a top building. All these are the work of Satan and jinns. They can take the face of anyone. You will see your relative threatening you and try to kill you in your dream, but he is actually not your relative. He is jinn that takes the face of someone. Then if jinn can take the face of your relative and appear to you in your dream, then why don't you think that jinn, Satan or demon can also take the face of someone and claim to be Jesus and appear to you and say he is Jesus, your savior, that you should follow him? Why don't you think that this can also happen? And then you see someone simply because he claimed to be Jesus in your dream, you just follow him. Sometimes they can also appear to you physically. We normally see how demons and Satan appear to people. Then my question now is that if jinn or demons can appear to someone physically and threaten the person or even try to harm or kill the person, then why don't you think that Satan can also appear to you and claim to be Jesus, that you should follow him and so that he can lead you astray? And moreover, in 2 Corinthians 11:14 in the Bible, it says, and no wonder, for Satan himself disguises or masquerades as an angel of light. This is a biblical verse in the 2 Corinthians, which means the Bible does not support this because it knows that Satan himself can misguide people through this method. They can appear to someone to look like they are Jesus or they are angel of light in order to misguide people towards the wrong path. And if you ask most of the people that used to convert from Islam to Christianity that why do they convert, what is the reason for their conversion from Islam to Christianity, most of them, about 80% of them, will tell you that they saw Jesus in their dream and that is why they converted from Islam to Christianity. They will either tell you that they saw Jesus in their dream or they saw Jesus physically telling them that they should follow him and so on. Even the popular Nabil Qureshi said that's the reason why he left Islam to Christianity.
I have come to a point where I realize that I cannot figure out who you are of a few months.
And about 80% of those converting from Islam to Christianity also say the same thing. My question now to everyone is that how did they know that the one they saw in their dreams was Jesus?